Welcome back, everybody. ESL Challenge League Season 41, Mad Lions versus HEET. This is their first time playing against one another. We are here on Inferno, and we're diving straight into that pistol round, Tom.
That's going to be some fighting going down at Banana. Afro trying to hit these shots, but it's going to be JL getting tagged down by the grenade. Eventually, going to get blown apart by Body, who just dives in. He's like, nah, this is taking too long. Roy 2K, the guy you mentioned, could be the potential explosive asset in the hands of a Mad Lions, but he's first going to have to survive the guns of HEET. Walking down the site pretty well. Jericho's going to be up nice and close with this play. He's going to be spotting them out. He's going to get a nice trade almost instantaneously. Now S41 is going to be looking to jump out, but TMB, they just get absolutely slaughtered. I'm really impressed with that round. It was very clean, even if they did lose 2 players.
Yeah, it was a good hold. I mean, so you get a little bit of early damage out quite nicely. You stem the tide towards Banana. Mad Lions retreat. They head over towards the A site, but most of your players are there. You've kind of forced them away before they really had any solid information. And okay, pistol rounds tend to be a little bit chaotic. You don't really wait until you have all the necessary information. You just kind of get it over with. Now, however, HEET are going to be at a massive advantage. They've actually been able to buy into the 2 M4s, and that's going to give them some serious firepower.
Let's see if they're going to be able to make use of that firepower. Afro's going to be ducking in towards mid. He's going to be able to do a lot of damage, but he has to be careful. They're just in an awkward position. He wasn't able to see all of them, but he repeats with a flash coming out from Afro. Oh, actually, from Lucky and Afro both going to be able to chuck flashes into it, make full use out of these. Now, Lucky, he's just going to be looking to dive in here. Get a couple of kills with the MP9, and that's the perfect gun to be able to try and farm up some extra cash. So at this point in time, you want to allow Lucky Body to be able to go in for these kills, and both of them are charging this one. He's only got a block, mate, and he's dead. There's Afro.
Yeah, Afro comes up big in that round. He gets pretty cheeky over in the mid area, but it works out far better than I think probably should have. But you bear in mind, of course, Mad Lions didn't really have a lot to work with in that round, so you get that out the way. Now they come into this, they've got full AKs, and that's good. They're at least got some of that firepower, but they unfortunately aren't able to buy into a great set of utilities. So they're going to have to be a little bit more cautious about how they utilize that, and given how the last couple of rounds have gone, they just need to be a little bit more cautious.
Oh, I do appreciate Timmy just playing very aggressive up mid there. Pushing up against these smokes to be able to try and get some damage. No boosts. Well, aside from exercise, but he doesn't count. He's just sitting in a nice little flower pot. But I thought they might do a double boost. Could be quite interesting, but not going to be the case. They are going to be playing 4 players over towards A. Rotation's probably going to come in very shortly, though, Sam. They're going to have a tidal wave of ex-Mad Lions coming through. Smokes and delay from Joko. He's managed to get a couple of bits. I'm not quite sure if any of his teammates dropped some util for him. I don't think they're quite at a point where they have enough money for that, but if that is the case, then it means he's going to be able to hold down the spot for even longer.
He's actually playing this quite well, I think. Yeah, not over. Oh, no, there we go. There's the over rotation. This could be dangerous.
Oh no, they've got 2 players on here now. That was a clever play, and this is actually similar to what happened during some of the games during the major, and now Exercise managed to get a kill. That's going to delay the inevitable, but they're still going to be going in for the push. Afro with the spray through the smoke. The M4A1 notorious for that ability to do just exactly that. JL and STY going to be pushing over towards one. Exercise going to be in pay. He's going to be completely blinded. Doesn't make a difference though. He snaps off the head. He's got no bullets. It's going to be Buzz dropping down below him. Going to be able to get a kill. Afro can't quite make the bullets land. The bomb is looking to go down. Has to get picked up and recovered first of all. Give some time for the rotation. Body and Jericho. Last 2 players left alive. One from short, one from library. No initial shots, but Body, I think he spotted out Buzz at that point. They know that there's at least 1 person on site. They don't know where the 3rd is for sure, but I'm sure some predictions are out there. Nice nade damage. Managed to do a chunk, about 30 damage to one of the players. The peaks are going to be coming through. It's going to be JL getting the first one to Jericho, and the second one easy peasy as well. And that's going to be the bonus round going in favor of ex-Mad Lions.
I like the pacing that Mad Lions had in that one. So they start kind of posturing over towards Banana. They start to make Afro a little nervous, put in quite a bit of pressure there, or Joko, sorry, put in quite a little bit of pressure there. And then a rotation gets called out. Body starts moving his way over. And I'm like, all right, it's not too bad yet. This is a good fake. They've headed over towards the A site, but it's still fairly heavily stacked. And then Afro starts to rotate. And they've got no one on the site. And they have, well, not no one, but they have far inferior weaponry. And unfortunately, they just get completely overrun. Now they're going for the gamble stack on B. The push is going in towards A. Going to have to be a retake attempt. And with, you know, just very little to use, it's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, I mean, if they can make anything work with this, that'd be wonderful, but it's a bit of a throwaway round. If they pushed over towards B, though, Sam, I think they might be able to do something with that 5.7. It is an absolute brutal weapon at close range, and you can see that Exercise is stacked up by a couple of players, but it's going to be fairly easy. Now all they have to do is go and force some exit frags, and there is a risk of going for those exit frags as well. If you stay grouped together, you have a higher chance of being able to stay alive. But if you manage to take out one of these players, it's really going to be detrimental to their economy. And here we go, JL. If he can farm up some kills, he's going to be able to get 1, 2, 3. But can't quite count to 4. But Roy2K wants to buff up his KD a little bit here. Momentarily, but the flash is going to delay them. He takes a headshot from his teammate.
Oopsie.
And I don't think they're going to be pushing this.
Yeah, surely not. I mean, Afro's managed to snake himself an AK for his troubles. If he gets a little too cocky, yeah, he might even lose it. So this is a good play. We're just going to pull back a little bit here. Yeah, a bit of a risky play. Everyone charging down Banana. But of course, the whole intention of that is to see if you can maybe pick up a weapon or two. So now they have that in their hands. They do manage to get 1 kill. So as you mentioned, it does put a little bit of a dampener on that economy. But not so much that they don't come into this round locked and loaded under no pressure whatsoever at the moment. This is going to be an important round, though, if they want to maintain that streak. And of course, it's an important round for HEET. They've pulled out the AWP from Afro. He's had a pretty good start to the series so far. Round 5, the AWP comes out. We'll see if he gets the value from it.
Oh, no! The pressure was on him, Sam. You laid it on thick, and unfortunately for him, he was unable to deliver. I know his pain, but that's going to be super disappointing for the team. He's just managed to give them an AWP, giving up one of their weapons. I think some of their util as well. I'm not quite sure if he actually had any. I'd have to throw back and double check. Do you know if he had any util?
I don't believe so.
Alright, well, Lucky's going to be facing some dry here. Going in clean. It's not going to be able to, you know, trade for any damage, but that's information he has garnered for himself. Up in towards this balcony area, Exercise is going to sit. He knows there's a player in here. He's waiting to see what goes on. Joko's looking to clean up along with Body. No one's pushed here yet, but that is just changing right now. They have, interestingly, boosted the player up one towards that short position. Joko takes out 1. We slow down again. As Mad Lions needed that key position to push in and try to get a bit of a wrap on this front. SDY. His teammates probably looking to back up here. Buzz with the bomb. He's going to get backed up. Roy2K's in the perfect position. He's going to get 1. Can't quite make the second one work, but 9 bullets in the chamber. He's going to have to be a little bit careful in this front. TMB is going to be out towards long. He might get taken down. He has been spotted. And unfortunately for Lucky, he's in a really difficult position, so he's going to get taken down. It's going to be allowing Timbro to make his way onto not for too much longer. Buzz is going to follow him to the grave.
Oh, that was so weird. Waro2K just walks out, 3 people spot him, and he's just vibing. Nobody really sees him until he gets that first kill. Bit of a misplay there, but HEET are able to recover at least, so they get themselves yet another round, and fairly strong as well. They come through that with 3 players at the end of it. Now they're going to be bringing up that AWP once again. See if Afro can redeem himself after a pretty unfortunate round there. But again, it was one of those dry peaks that we had kind of mentioned that he does from time to time. Let's see if he's learned his lesson.
Yeah, it was definitely a dry one. It's a little bit more understandable than some of the others he's done in previous sessions. Definitely a good tactic. If you can get through your bombs there pretty quick, it'd work out fantastically. Afro. That's actually a huge kill. Body, he peeks in. The flash works brilliantly. He gets a double kill. He's like, well, I have to get more than 1 kill, don't I?
Oh, I said that the last round was going to be pretty important for Mad Lions to just kind of hold on to that economy going forward. And this round is a perfect example of why it's now become so much of a mess. Yes, they do manage to get 1 for their troubles. So, they got that going for them. But coming into this next round, things are going to be really rough. They're not really going to have a ton of cash to play with, and Heat should be surviving this with 4 players, and that means that they're going to be able to buy into another AK, or rather M4. You can see Joko has got quite a little bit of cash there, so if he needs to buy for someone, he can. And they're going to come into this next round with a massive advantage over Mad Lions. Mad Lions have kind of given over a little bit of an advantage here to Heat unwittingly.
I'm going to be interested to see what they decide to do, because with SDY having a weapon, they could buy up on Timber as well if they wanted to be risky. But I don't know if they will. I think we'll probably see a couple of Deagles, and they're just going to be backing up SDY and see what they can do. Otherwise, it's got to be a bit of a partial buy so they can eco up into the following round. So this could easily be, obviously, this is the 4th round on the board here for Heat, but we could be seeing the 5th one come through unless there's some mistakes on the side of Heat and Mad Lions play off. With at least an AK in their midst and a couple of Deagles, I'm not going to write them off. You can see the money is really bad on their side, though.
Yeah, I suppose you got to weigh up the pros and cons of doing some upgraded pistols in this round, because of course it means you should theoretically be able to buy up in the next, but of course you know that you don't have too much coming into this one. And looks like pros and cons weighed up. It's going to be an eco here so that they can, buy up into the next round. I think it's a pretty smart decision, but of course Heat with the huge advantage here. Seems unlikely that Mad Lions are going to get too much done. But as we've said, get 1 or 2 kills, keep it expensive. Heat's economy isn't perfect. It can still be broken.
Yeah, I will say they have to... Oh, that's so smart. Getting the quiet boost up into Obama's, I love seeing that. But they have to go... If they want the ideal full-in round up from this, aside from winning this round, they need to try and keep this AK in play, because they're not going to have enough money to buy SDY one as well with the round loss bonus. I have to wait and see if they're going to be able to do this. SDY with the smoke out, so already using their util that they've got in the bag. That's it. But if they can get a couple of extra guns from this, it'll be working out brilliant. They are going for the boost. Exercise should be in no position to be able to counter this. And there we go. He's dead. Gun picked up. They're going to be able to trade this, but no, he's going to have to pick up it from his teammate. His body's going to be able to take down 2 players. Damn, this is just falling apart, but Ian Bro is looking to prove us wrong.
Yeah, 1 player left alive. Oh, NT, buddy.
I understand what he was going for, but at the end of the day, that was kind of just like a YOLO moment, and I don't think that's the right play.
Yeah, I don't think it was worth it, because like you said, SDY not really going to have anything into this round. It puts them in a really, really tough spot, and of course they only managed to get, 1 or 2 kills onto Heat, so I mean Heat still sitting pretty into this round. Tons of cash now as well. They haven't done enough to break that economy. So for the next round, probably even 2 rounds, in fact, they're going to be just fine. We could see this. This is likely a round win for them. And I think that a lot of that is off the back of, SDY and not having much firepower. And then, of course, you add on to that the fact that there isn't a ton of util. And all of the util is on SDY. If he dies early, there's going to be serious trouble. Yeah, okay, some things are going to fall off, but you're not getting back the full investment, unfortunately. So this does put them in a really, really tight spot to try to bring it back, staring down the barrel of 7-2 so early on.
I think I agree either way. I think SDY having the Tech 9, as long as he's not playing YOLO, if he's just playing support without util, it could actually work out better for them than if he had a weapon in some cases. JLO is going to be looking to challenge them over towards car position. No one is here at the moment. Afro's going to be right on by with that gun. They're not going to be spotting him. Go ahead, run past him. He's going to get taken down, but the trade's coming through. It's going to be JL going down, but that was a decent trade that picks up. None for SDY, but there's going to be only 3 of them left. They're going to be pushing through. The AWP on Afro is going to be right up behind them. Goes up for the no-scope, misses, pulls out the USB. Doesn't matter. He's going to miss. Doesn't get a chance. Goes down. SDY, the guy who started the game off, or this round off with no gun, is going to be the only one left alive. And with a gun of his own. A 1v3, Sam. I mean, I honestly didn't see this situation developing. But
I have some questions about Afro's crazy aggression, because this is in the first round where he has taken a kind of tip of the spear position where he takes a very, very aggressive angle, and it's not the first time that he's been punished for it either. So I'm hoping to see maybe a little bit more conservative play from him. I'm not saying he needs to play scared, but maybe not be the first line of contact as soon as people start running through, and then go for crazy no scopes. That he backs himself quite literally into a corner. And that takes away so much of his value as that AWP player. If he'd been playing a little bit further back, a little bit more supportive, okay, it doesn't make the hugest difference in the world. They do still win the round. But in a round where Mad Lions had a little bit more to work with, that could have ended awfully.
Yeah, I mean, this is the kind of round you don't actually peek directly down mid like that. It's definitely one where you can get charged heavily, so I do question Afro's positioning in this team sometimes. He has had a few golden moments, and I think he might gel with the team fairly well, but there's that moment like we saw in Sandbags, which is a little bit unfortunate. He obviously kind of got stuck there, but we're going to have to see if Lucky's made of stronger things. He's going to be chucking out a grenade, but there's going to be the M4A1 coming through. He's going to get one, but the Deagle coming in strong, coming in clutch, but Joko rather, he's going to have to make this work with his team. And it's going to be a reverse sweep. They're going to be going back on over towards B. They've managed to pick up an M4 for their trouble. Only util is going to be the Molotov. Interesting placement. They're going to be trying to do that to make sure they can try and get them across. Run boost is going to be coming through. Very smart. But it's going to be leaving TM Bro out in the open. Bomb goes down. Extra cash in the bank.
It's something. Now we've said Waro2K is a standout player, someone who can accomplish things, and well, not today, says
He hit
Afro.
the headshot though.
Yeah, unfortunately, with that weapon, it's just not quite going to net the results that you want. And versus the AWP, yeah, no, you lose that 10 times out of 10. And Afro's been performing really well. Okay, yes, we've questioned his positioning, but in terms of the value that he's bringing and the kills that he's getting, he's definitely pulling his weight more than that, I would say. So Mad Lions now finally able to buy in once again. And they have really been floundering. But here's the interesting part, because it's Waro2K who's coming out with the AWP. I had JL down as their AWP player. And to see Waro2K pick it up here, I think it might be one of those kind of hold my beer moments.
I think so. I think he's just like, well, just give it to me. Let me see what I can do. And, well, Afro, again, going to be playing an aggressive position. One that... That was in the right position, right time to be able to make work. That was so close through the wall, but didn't quite come to fruition. They've got 3 players over here. This information should be coming out for this team. The wall bang is going to be coming through, and also the smoke bang coming out from body with the M4. TM Bro is going to be in a difficult position. If they decide to play aggressive, he's going to have to play out of his mind to survive this. They might go in for the sprays. It's going to be Waro2K, going to be very low. Luckily, he's the AWP player, so doesn't have to depend on his HP too much. But TM Bro, again, just still stuck in the same spot. Afro, don't you dare shoot through that smoke. That would be disgusting.
That would be a little bit evil. And they back away. I mean, they didn't realize he was there. And, okay, he was kind of waiting, hoping that someone would push out. But I suppose they somewhat expected maybe there's going to be someone around that corner. Oh, Afro, that's nasty. He's definitely redeemed himself from last season. Looking very good here. Yeah, there were some questionable shots, but some of the shots that he has landed have been incredibly sick. Now, with Mad Lions only 3 players left alive, I think it's going to be the save call, surely.
I think at this point in time, I mean, with the... With those weapons, it'll be absolutely great. Unfortunately, they're going to be a little bit low on some utilities, so they want to go in for the win, but they're not going to be able to get it. Lucky's going to be shutting them down. So is Exercise. They managed to get 1 out of that. It's not going to work, though. Flash coming out. Waro2K up in apartments. Save. 8 seconds. No way he's going for this in any form. And so if they can get the kill on him, which I don't think is... Oh, there is potential. They're going to be playing cat and mouse here, Sam, and that gun is going to be sticking out. He has to keep it up against the wall, and he just lives.
Oh, man. Well, thank goodness they get to take that through. It would have been really interesting had HEET gotten that kill. Maybe come through with a sneaky double AWP setup into this round. But thankfully for Mad Lions, they've managed to hold on to that weapon, not allow that to happen. They're buying into this round. Again, not ideal util. Okay, you know, you can kind of see the trade-off there between the save and actually going for it. But as we said, not a lot to work with in this round. And just
Waro.
HEET on a bit of a tear.
Waro. 4 HP at the start of the round with so many grenades left. There's 4 grenades left. He could die instantaneously in 3, 2, 1. I'll throw that nade. Come on. My timing was going to be working beautifully. He was too slow.
You got debated.
I got debated, yeah. Come on. That was going to be fun. But
would have been great.
they managed to get the kill. They take down Body, and Body's actually been a fantastic player coming into this. Same as Afro as well, to be fair. Like, high dragons on this. All Lucky. Lucky is playing like an off angle. Otherwise, it's going to be a little bit screwed.
Yeah, a little bit unlucky, one might say.
Afro again with this aggressive play. He just misses Rory, but he hears the footsteps, knows there's a player there, flicks up, hits legs. That's going to be 3 players combined. They have lower than 25 HP. Oh, sorry, 30 HP, I guess.
I was about to say, what?
Quick math. Joker is going to be in a decent position, but you know what? They still have some... They have 1 nade. Come on. That could kill 3 players in 1 nade. It's going to be bouncing back. It doesn't hit any of them. Brilliant.
Better luck next time.
I'm getting debated left, right, and center.
I know.
All the time.
These teams just do not want you. They've literally tuned into your cast and they're just like, nope. Gonna prove them wrong at every turn.
It's going to be Afro. He's going to have to be the hero to save the day. Have to flick up, misses the chance, but he's going to get a second life. But unfortunately, it only lasts for so long as Tiembro is going to be able to get that kill. Rotation is going to be come on through. There is the incendiary grenade on that spot for them to take on. There's only 7 seconds. The bomb is going down. Wait, what? What are you doing, Tiembro?
It was worth a try. It was worth a try.
No, but he could have planted that.
A little bit too late there, unfortunately. That's a really unfortunate round as well, because they did incredibly well when you consider that last engagement begins with, as we mentioned, 3 players on a sliver of HP. And a slight little misplay there towards the end costs them the round. I think HEET are just like, cool, thanks. We'll take it, I guess. And this is an interesting one as well, because they've forced up into some pretty big weaponry, but they've also pulled out the double AWP for this T side, and that has question marks all over it.
Oh, Afro, unfortunately, going to be playing super aggressive, and this time he's going to get bunny hopped right back into the lobby as he goes down. Joker's going to get tagged by the AWP as well as he runs around the corner. 48 HP, and you know what? That second AWP could really help them try and open up this site on B. They're proving that they can get round wins over towards the B site. At least once. Out of their 2 rounds. It's interesting that... I mean, Roy 2K kind of said that he has to get fired up and come into this, and once he does, he could be one hell of an asset. But it seems like he's still kind of asleep right now.
Yeah, I suppose there's still a little bit of time. But, I mean, at a 9-2 on Mad Lions' map pick, now is the time to wake up.
This is going to be an interesting smoke. Body has to get ready to truck this out, though. But he's going to be a little bit too slow on it. They're going to be peeking out. They get the kill. He now trucks off the smoke. The flash is going to be coming out as well, but it doesn't matter. He's going to be going in. Hell, is JL going to take him through, even though he's flashed. He had the aim on point. This is going to be a save for these 2 players. The 3rd match on the board here. 3rd round, rather, for Mad Lions. Ex-Mad Lions. And I think they're going to be fairly happy with it. The fact that they've managed to get a 3rd round on the board. But overall, pretty disappointing start from them.
Yeah, I think that this was a nice round for them just in terms of the change of pacing, I suppose. They get really early banana control, and I think a lot of that comes down to just HEET not... For the first time in this half, at any rate, they just don't put enough util into banana, and Mad Lions just run straight up it. They get right up into their faces, and they get that very, very impactful opening kill, and that more or less opens up this B site for them. They have also managed to... not hold on to the AWP. JL dropped it and picked up an AK. Fair enough, I suppose.
I think that's probably the right call, but I also think someone else but Warrior should be holding on to the AWP. I'd be interested to see it. He's been really ineffective with it, but you know what? I'm happy to be proven wrong. He could really pick up and go on ham. I mean, Afro, I think he's been effective on maybe half the round so far, but he has been effective, whereas Warrior 2K hasn't.
At the same time, though, JL has been absolutely fragging on the rifle. I don't know if you take him off of that spot, so it is a tough call.
I mean, there is just a case in point of just saying, okay, we don't play it all. I mean, if you have it out there, then fine, play it. But I also think playing aggressive, counter up towards banana is really what they've been needing to do. Some damage coming out, but it's going to be JL and Tiembro getting slapped to the wayside. Body takes down 1, looking in for the second one, but it's going to be the incendiary grenade. Shutting down that push. JL's going to back off. Wasted smoke, cutting down their utility even further. We have some presence over towards short. Fuzz. Flash going to go out. Are you going to achieve too much, though?
Indeed. This is rough for Mad Lions. I do like that they've doubled back towards banana. They've got quite a bit of space to work with here, but not much util. And I do like that they've given the AWP back to JL. Okay, it has to do with him being low HP, but I think that that's the right call just in terms of who has it in their hands.
Yeah, let's see what they're going to be able to do. Execution on over towards B. We've got a double flash coming out. Smoke in towards that top into position.
No.
But it's going to be Joko from above. That Bruce position is so brutal. He gets a third. Absolutely disgusted. It's going to be JL with very low HP. He's going to have to see what he can do. But the spam through the smoke is going to come out. And, oh, man, I can understand why players are getting absolutely pissed at the end for A1. Because you just can't tell where the bullets are coming from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that's the strength of the Tracer round, and it can be a bit of a detriment because, of course, if you're the one with that weapon, everyone can spot you. But it can be pretty helpful if you're the one spraying through and no one can find you. So yeah, up and down side, I suppose, as now HEET find themselves at 10-3. We're so close to that half. Mad Lions have not managed to create any sort of a buffer for themselves. They're getting absolutely mowed down in mid again.
It's just an absolute slaughter, even with these rifles. They've taken more off the AWP. They didn't have the cash for it, to be fair, but it's not even worth it. Afro, he just looked away at the wrong time, but repeats. He should have had his head torn apart, but no, instead he's going to be able to get the frag. Gets the body shot onto Buzz. He's going to be lifting off into space like Buzz Lightyear there, but hey, we're going to have to see what these other two players are going to be able to do. They're going to be doing a little bit of a wide peek, but not going to be able to find anything. Afro's going to be playing aggressive. Gets the kill through the wall. Absolutely beautiful. This is what I want to be seeing from Afro. I love his aggressive approach. He just hasn't got it quite refined down yet. So when we do see him play off like he has done this round, picking up 3 kills in towards that mid position, I feel so happy because his play style reminds me a little bit of Kenny S from the old days when you could pretty much run and just quick scope with the AWP.
I'm just really happy to see that huge improvement that we were hoping to see from Afro. And it has been, it's been night and day from this match or from the final of the previous season into this match. Now here's the big problem for Mad Lions because they forced up into the previous round. Now we come into the last round of the half and they have nothing to work with.
I really wasn't expecting this. JL is going to be able to rip the head off Jericho, but he's going to be on very low HP. Afro's going to be in a good position, but that grenade smoke is going to cover up the push, but not enough as SDY is going to go down. They have to hold on to the acceleration on this. They can't let it go. The flash should be coming out. Nope. It's going to be Body with the counter Molotov ready. He could chuck that onto Car and cause some chaos. They're going to be allowing Afro to peek up a little bit closer on this run. That could be working out very nicely and very smart from the opposition side. A little bit early on that smoke, but it does create an interesting wayline. Never mind. He moves away.
Yeah, no. I was also pretty excited by that. That slight kind of pixel gap, but yeah, he just gets completely pushed off the angle. Not that really matters. 3 players left alive for Mad Lions here, but 2 and a bit, I suppose, because Chael's on like 3 HP and a dream. You just tickle him and he'll fall over, so this should be a pretty clean round win for HEET once again.
You say that, but it's going to be a headshot coming through. Body's going to go down. Woro finally going to be able to get his 3rd kill after what seems like 11 rounds. Afro misses his shot as they cross. It's not ones you want to be missing. The bomb's going to be going down. Can't get that wall bang. They go for the peek. They're going to regret it. He finds one, looks in for the second, gets it, gets shut down. The trade's fantastic, but JLL is going to be on very low HP. He crosses, just survives in towards this position. Is very well known. The Molotov goes out. They now know he can only be in one position. All they have to do is tap him once. He goes down. That's the 15th round on the board, and also the 12th on the side of HEET. Absolutely fantastic first half from the French side HEET, but terrible from the opposite side. We're going to have to see if Mad Lions can do it, bring it back next half as we go into a quick break. Don't go anywhere.
Lions had a pretty lackluster first half, unfortunately, this being their map pick. They have a huge mountain to climb here, Tom. 15 rounds in a row to get themselves back into this. It's going to be an uphill battle.
It's going to start nicely, though. Buzz going to be able to get that kill. Warrow's hit shots are just not going to be on point right now. They're all going to get flashed. They're going to have to back off, but Body looking to try to be the answer to his team's problems. It's going to be Joko and Exercise. Body coming in from Mexico. Going to be able to get a kill before getting traded off by Tiembro. This is looking fairly good here. The bomb should be able to go get planted. We are seeing a slight delay in rotation from one of the players on the T side. HEET with his hold back on towards Banana, but it's going to be a bit of a mistake. There is a P250 on him. It's planted over towards Banana position as well. This is the opportunity. Mad Lions have to win this round. They have to get a succession of these rounds in a row, Sam. If they don't, I just don't see them being able to bring this back. It would have to be such a ridiculous comeback after losing 12 rounds on the T side. I mean, minimum rounds you want to get is 6 rounds on the T side. Exercise, though, he's going to be coming through. Going to have to try and clutch us out with his teammate. Last one left alive. Now it's time to play for... Okay, he ego checked him. Fair enough.
Oh, that's really rough, though, because, I mean, we know the momentum that comes with winning the pistol round is massive, particularly when you're on that T side. And Mad Lions find themselves in a worse spot than they were before. Heat are getting dangerously close to match point, and we're only in the first round of the second half. They're forcing up into, you know, AKs and Galils. There's a lot of firepower into that, and unfortunately, Mad Lions are going to have next to nothing. Some upgraded pistols, of course, that's quite a force for them as well. We'll see if it does actually pay off, because otherwise, they're going to have very little into the next.
Yeah, let's see if they're going to be able to pull off some on leagues, but first off, it's going to be a nice kill. D1 is going to go down. No opposition side. Body looking to do good work here. This grenade's unfortunately fairly ineffective. Another kill coming out. It's going to be Afro this time round. It's interesting to see him on a rifle. We very rarely see him with this. Should be a nice clean sweep for their side. If they can get through this round without losing a single player, that'd be insane. Buzz chucking that grenade. Could have bounced back, killed him. Would be quite funny, but glad that was not the case.
I mean, I kind of wish it was, just because it would have been fun, but I am
Funny,
a little bit.
funny,
I'll be honest.
but toxic.
Yeah.
So am I. So am I.
There you go. Well, I mean, it went more or less to be expected, given what they had coming into that round. But here's where the problem comes in: they have nothing left in the tank. Warrior 2K is forcing into a scout, so we'll see if that can maybe net some results. But given his AWP plays in the previous half, I'll be honest, I'm not expecting too much, as terrible and potentially toxic as that may sound. Heat at a clear, continued advantage, and if they win this round, it's match point.
First kill's going to be coming out actually from Warrior 2K. He wakes up, he gets kill on Afro, they get a second. It's going to be SDY on Exercise. Opens up the potential upgrade, AK in hand. Drops the MP9. Don't think anyone else is going to go and pick that up. It's a little bit dangerous. You have to go swim with the sharks if you come into apartments now. Joko's here, looking to try and get some revenge. And for them, they can play the risk factor. They can go in for this round. They don't have to care for it. They can just play very hard and fast, a little bit loose. And Mad Lions are going to have to try and use that to their advantage.
I like that there was a slight change of pace from Mad Lions as well, so they take a really aggressive stance, which could have backfired. It really could have. But given what they had into this round, you're kind of expecting not to do terribly well, but it works out. So now with a player advantage and an AK in SDY's hands, there's still potential here, particularly with this bomb inching towards B and a 3-player stack on the sides.
It's a good stack. I'll give them that. They do have the scout as well from Roy 2K to try and make a difference here. Bro's going to be playing over aggressive. What are you doing? You have the time on your side, but instead he opts in to go a little bit YOLO mad. Roy 2K, he ducks away at the wrong time. They're just having no luck at all, but never mind. Lucky's going to be going down. They find their luck, and also their Jocko. Body's going to be able to try and find another one, but he's going to have to do a 1v3. He gets 1 kill. To make it work for himself, he can. Jal's going to go down. 2 players left on the hit list. He can hear them. They need to go for push. He mows them down. Picks up the 50th round on the board and says, well, you know, just waves goodbye to them.
That is heartbreaking. And so we saw that YOLO rush out towards Banana, and I think possibly part of that is because there's a fake smoke thrown over on the A site. So maybe Mad Lions are thinking, oh, they're throwing a smoke on A, so maybe that's where it is. Maybe there's like one player here and I'll be able to rush him and then flank or something to that effect. You know, maybe that's the thought process that's going on, and unfortunately he runs straight into an AK. And now Mad Lions, because they forced up in that second round, they have nothing here. They've at least done some chip damage. Hopefully they can pivot off of that.
Afro's getting tagged down heavily. Next Mad Lions, 5-7 on TM, bro. Smoke and a cinder grenade, and the shot through the smoke. Body! He's at it again, Sam. And that clutch last round is going to be burning for the side of Mad Lions. I'm sure they've been broken in multiple ways right now. Having that done to you is never going to be fun. Molotov is going to go out, sticks 3 players. They're just sitting around it like a campfire, mate.
And what's really devastating is that our second map is ancient. I'm not too sure how they're going to perform on that one. But got to get through this last round first, I suppose. Still an opportunity.
There's going to be some damage coming through. Afro, 13 HP on him. We're going to have to see them try and go in for this chase. And Body's hungry for the kill. He gets it. That was just too easy for them to take over the B site. There's just no competition at all. There's too much of a distraction over towards the A site. Now they play an aggressive. Jocko should be able to find the kill here. Through the smoke, finds one, but it's going to be lucky with the second. Final player, Buzz. He's in a 1v4. 1v5, sorry. I can't even count. So dislodged with, like, how this is even happening. Took the wrong path in the Matrix, and that's going to be game point